a piece of wood over here that I remember being one that I worked. I distinctly remember this is one of my pieces of wood. Well, explain that to me. That is one of my discarded pieces of wood. And it's been stuck in the ground. Quite deep in the ground too, actually. Well, you can see. About the same distance the other one was stuck in. Why? Why is that in the ground? It couldn't have fallen from up there because that was something that I placed there. I'm just saying, that's weird. Hear that? Just remembered something that happened last night. I saw it twice, but it's just redawned in my head what I saw, and now in the light of day, it's impossible what I saw. Okay, so, down here, standing exactly where I am and pointing the camera exactly where I am, I could see off in the distance a light. Now, the light looked like just a bright patch in the forest, right? Like a lit patch in the forest. And at first, when I first looked at it, I watched it for a while, and it looked like there was someone moving around or dancing around in that light. But I couldn't quite tell if it was just my eyes playing tricks with me, and it was light and shadows and, you know, trees swaying and things like that. So I disregarded it. Later on, I saw the light again, and as I was watching it, trying to look at what it was, it switched off, as if it was a headlamp. But now that I look in there, you tell me where's the gap in the trees that could let me see a headlamp from someone 150, 200 meters away. At the closest, at the extreme closest. There's nothing, man. 50 meters from here, the canopy closes out. 50 meters from here, the bushland closes up. You can't see anything through it. So what the hell did I see? I saw a light in the woods, and I saw it switch off. And there was no one near me. There can be no one near me for a long way in that direction. You hear that? Yeah? Hear that? I'm hearing two of something calling back and forth to each other. I don't know what. Just two of something yahooing back and forth to each other. One louder and one further away. Come on, do it again. Yeah, there's a louder one and then there's a very faint one. This is very cool. I'm not sure what it is though. Still outside chance it's just people. But it seems very distinctly from two voices that sound like maybe 100 meters apart. And I think the initial voice is probably 150 meters, I don't know, 50 meters away from me, I think. Well, I've definitely recorded enough to get a, hopefully they've picked up and we can get an opinion from all you guys. If, let's just play Fantasy League for a minute here, if that was two Yowies communicating, there was not only whoops, but I heard like, as if the conversation was dynamic and they were responding to things. That could be any animal, so. Alright, I think they've gone away from the I've been sitting here for the last hour, listening to whatever that thing is, communicating back and forth. If this ends up being Yowie calls, I've just sat here for an hour and listened to two Yowies communicate. Still hear it. Doesn't sound human. It makes no sense as human. I don't understand what humans are doing. Even if they're partying, then they're like drunk and they're yahooing. It still doesn't make sense the way this is doing it. It's very much the close one, the far one, the close one, the far one, the close one, the far one, different times between it. I've heard this before. This is what I used to hear. This is what I heard last year. Yowies are known to potentially be a nomadic species, so perhaps they went elsewhere for seasons and they've come back here now, and that's why I'm hearing them again. But that could also be any animal. It's kind of like very primate, but then kind of Yahoo-y. I don't know how to describe this. Well, one's called the Yahoo, right? Named after the way it sounds, maybe. I hope some of this audio comes up because if this is anything, this is good stuff. I say I've been sitting here for over an hour, just listening to it. I doubt the camera's picking this up. It just keeps going. Not sure what that was. Might have got the last one at the end. Sounded like 6 gunshots. That was definitely 6 gunshots.